Hi guys, welcome back. This is the Pixel 5 full review. We're going to go into lots of detail, so this video might be a little bit long. But first, I want to jump into a few questions that some of you have asked me over on Instagram and I think Facebook as well. So the first question was from bjones792 on Instagram. Have you got the gap between the panel and the frame that people are reporting? And that's the first time I'd heard about it from that comment, so I went and looked online. I've checked my device, and if you look closely, there is a gap, and you can slide like A4 paper down that gap as well. I've noticed bits of maybe dust and stuff do collect in there, so when I was sliding the paper through, it was actually pulling some of that out as well. So I don't know how bad other people's gaps are in there, and whether some people's gaps are actually more sealed than this, but on my device there is a very thin gap which you can slide paper down. So the next question, over on Instagram again, by NerdGraFX, I think that's how you say it. I'd like to know how much better the battery is on this device paired with the lower end chip. So now we can jump straight into the battery then. It has 4080 milliamp battery. It's the biggest battery on all Pixel smartphones to date. And what is great is that they've actually kept the phone slim and still lightweight as well, which is amazing. Now the first day, I got over about 7 hours screen on time, and it lasted a whole day. I didn't have to charge it at all. But then since then, it's not lasted me the whole day, but it is better than the Pixel 3 XL. There is definitely better performance in battery, but it normally takes me up to around about 7-8 o'clock at night before I need to charge it, whereas my 3 XL normally dies around about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, depending on how heavy I use the device. In a nutshell, yes, battery performance is better on the Pixel 5, but it doesn't last me all day. So I don't understand, because I've seen other YouTube reviews and they're saying that even heavy use, this will last you well over more than a day. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I charge it 100% every night, wake up in the morning and just use it. Yeah, I don't know. But it is definitely better. Now I want to cover quickly, I don't know if anyone else has covered this before, but using the Pixel 5, I've noticed it gets really hot, or it gets rather hot. It sort of overheats. Now I don't know if anyone else has reported this, but I was recording in 4K on this camera, on this smartphone, and it just stopped recording. It couldn't record any more 4K because it was too hot. I got to around 3 minutes on one record. I went back to the phone and it stopped recording, so I restarted it again, and it got very hot around the back here, around the camera. So I started another one, and then it gave you the warning that it's too hot. There seems to be an overheating issue with the Pixel 5 and recording 4K content. When you do use this heavily with games and stuff like that, it does get rather warm. So it's definitely a hot Pixel phone. So let me know in the comments below if you've heard about this 4K overheating on the Pixel 5. Let me know in the comments down below. So let's jump into camera, and I'm going to get him to tell you about the camera. So I'm going to talk about the camera now, and to be honest, I don't want to bore you. You've probably seen hundreds and hundreds of videos on Pixel 5. The Pixel camera is great. It's really good, just like the 3 XL that I've been using in the past. They've got the same sensor, the 12.2 megapixel main sensor, and the pictures are brilliant. Night sight is excellent as well. So we have portrait, night sight, a normal night sight, and ultra wide night sight. Yes, the Pixel 5 has an ultra wide camera, which on the Pixel 4 it didn't have the telephoto lens, but they've got rid of the telephoto and put in an ultra wide. So I definitely prefer ultra wide. It looks absolutely brilliant. So what I'm going to show you on here is the stabilization, because Google have added some great stabilization on the Pixel 5, and there's a few options that you can go through. So jump into this phone with me right now. Okay, here we go. We're going to open this camera up, and we're going to go to video. Let's pop this round this way. Okay, now we're in normal video mode at the moment. At the top you can see, at the top right hand corner, there's a little hand with two squiggly lines beside it, and here are the video stabilization options. So we have standard, so this is obviously now, so if we start recording video. This is normal, smooth, standard stabilization on the Pixel 5. Next option we have locked. Now this one I'm not too sure about. It zooms in 2 times like this automatically. So it's mainly for if you're trying to take pictures or videos, you know, still. So let's try this, record this. So now I'm recording, and if I move my phone a little bit, tilt it, it's staying locked on to the target, you see? I'm wiggling around, that's why you're seeing that fizzy motion. Let me just do that. There we go. So on here on camera you can see like it locks onto the target. You can force it off like that. It works well, it definitely locks it, but as you can see the quality isn't great. Okay, and the one below locked is active for heavy movement. So the stabilization should be stronger. So if we record here and move around up and down, this, shake up and down like that, side by side, that on here looks as if it's staying still. I look like an idiot. Turn around, up and down. So that's for heavy movement. So maybe for ideal for sports and stuff like that. And then if we click that, it's the bottom one, Cinematic Pan. Click on this. All this basically does is it records footage, but you won't be able to hear anything. It was completely muted, and the video will be slowed down. So slow everything down for a cinematic effect. So if we click record, now we're coming around like this, fairly quick. But that'll be slowed down on camera. So let's sort of pan against this. There we go. So those are the stabilization options now within the Pixel 5. Stabilization is standard at the normal setting is absolutely brilliant. It really keeps the video steady when I've been testing it. Absolutely amazing. Works in 4K as well. This got 4K 60 built into the Pixel 5 now as well. 60 frames per second. Stabilization on there was great as well. Alright, this is 4K 60 on the Pixel 5. You're going football training, mate? Yeah. This stabilization on here is absolutely insane. So smooth. They've really improved their video quality on the Pixel 5. To cut a long story short, the Pixel 5 camera is brilliant, and they've added some extra video features, stabilization. So stabilization is better than previous versions of Pixels. So no need to worry about the camera department. Okay, so let's talk about the general design of the Pixel 5. It's something that I really like, and again, they've put a huge battery in here, but have kept it small and light, which is great. I really love that symmetrical bezel around there as well. That's really good. Yes, we lose out with the loudspeaker at the top. It's a under the glass loudspeaker. And if you are a Pixel 5 user, when I'm in WhatsApp and I'm playing voice notes, you can see a little dot at the top there, which is actually a proximity sensor. So for some reason it thinks you're on a call when you're playing voice notes on WhatsApp. And when you cover that over, the screen will go black. But it's got a lovely 1080p 90Hz display, OLED, great viewing angles, and just using it is so slick. It's really, really nice. A nice aluminium unibody, a nice subtle fingerprint sensor, and the camera array, there's a tiny, tiny little bump on there, but nothing compared to other phones I've seen. It's nearly flush to the back. Overall, I think the design is simple, clean, and great. So the Pixel 5 is Google's flagship device at a mid-range price compared to smartphones nowadays in this market. It's got the Snapdragon 765G, and it's definitely not sluggish. You can still play Call of Duty with very high frame rate, which I played, high graphics, and it played absolutely fine, absolutely smooth, no problem at all. general use of the phone, navigating through apps and using other games as well is absolutely fine. The fluid, obviously the display is so smooth and silky. Performance is great. Yeah, so performance wise there's absolutely no problems at all. They've put the 765G in here, which has been absolutely fine. It suits it well. I mean, yeah, the Note 20 Ultra's got, you know, the 865, I believe it's 865. What are you going to do on that phone that you can't do on this phone? Really? You play the same games? What? Do you know what I mean? What is really the difference? Are you really going to notice the difference? I don't believe you will, but this Snapdragon 765G in this phone is absolutely perfect. It's also got 8GB of RAM in here as well, so don't forget that. The ability to have multiple apps open at one time and navigating is easier with that as well. Another thing I want to cover is the speakers. Now on the Pixel 3 XL we had great dual facing speakers, bottom and top. On here we have one at the bottom and then we have one under the glass there as well. Now phone calls, when taking phone calls, the sound quality is absolutely fine and it sounds pretty much familiar to what any other smartphone earpiece would, you know, sound like as well. But if you see my unboxing video, when listening to music, them trying to use it as a loudspeaker I think is probably wasted. It doesn't really act or add any stereo spatial sort of sound really. Most of the power is coming from this loudspeaker at the bottom. The sound quality is great, the sound quality is good, but when you cover that at the bottom and you hear what's coming out of the top, it's not even worth it, in my opinion. And that's full volume. Let's cover the bottom. Wow, that's quite... It's quite muddy, just with that one. So Google fantastically decided to get rid of the facial recognition, which I'm not a big fan of. They haven't opted for the in-screen fingerprint sensor. They've come back to the trusty, reliable fingerprint sensor on the back. A nice subtle fingerprint sensor embedded in the back. It's really nice. It's responsive, reliable, simple. So obviously it comes packed with Android 11. Google obviously updating all their Google features, Google Assistant, and the whole operating system experience is splendid, it's clean, no bloatware or any rubbish like that. It's the best. It's the best operating system, it's the best software, and it works like a charm on this device. So the Pixel 5 has reverse wireless charging. Nice feature. It's also wireless as well, you can charge it wirelessly, but I will not be using the reverse wireless charging purely because the phone personally doesn't last me a whole day, so I don't want to give this battery to any other device. So guys, that is pretty much it. That's my review of the Pixel 5. I'll quickly conclude. The Pixel 5 is a brilliant smartphone. I think it's priced at a very, very good price as well. Performance is absolutely fine. Camera, you don't even have to question the camera. It's amazing. They've added extra features as well. The only bug which I found is that 4K overheating, but doesn't really bother me that much. And the more I think about it, this little gap at the edge, I don't know, is it going to get worse? I don't know. Or is that just the way it's supposed to be? I think it seems as if there's more of a gap on one side. I'm not sure. But that's it. That's it, guys. It is a great affordable phone, especially when you compare flagships nowadays. I'd recommend it, definitely. Go out and buy one. I'll include links in the description below. And also a massive thank you to Vodafone, who sent me this phone a couple of weeks ago. I've had plenty of fun using it. And now I have my own contract one as well, which I'll start using very soon. Yeah, so links in the description, guys, to the Pixel 5 over on Vodafone as well. Go and check them out. Any questions, pop them down below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.